Hello, everyone, and welcome to another incredible episode of Lotus Rising. We are here with the lovely Diana, Dora. How do you want to say it?
Dora.
Okay.
We'll stick with Dora.
How are you feeling today?
I feel great. Thank you for having me today.
I'm excited to have you
Thank
here
you.
with this coffee and tea blend that we have going on, like a variety.
This tea is awesome.
We'll be drinking a lot of it. But tell us like a little bit about yourself and your motivation in life.
Okay, well, obviously, like I've been through some struggles in my life. You know, I put myself in those situations. But I see it that everything that I've been through is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been locked up. After I got locked up, you know, I have a great job now. You know,
Awesome. Where are you working now?
I'm actually working at neuroscience.
Wonderful.
It's a really good company. You know, I'm a controller, so
That's exciting.
It is
How long
exciting.
have you been there?
I've been there. Well, it's been a back and forth because people always want me back in their jobs. So yes, they always call me
You leave
back.
and you're like, hey, we still want
I
you.
left, came back, and then I'm back. But yeah, I've been there for a couple of months now, and it's been going very good. But just because we went through something really bad doesn't mean that, you know, we can't get to a better place.
Exactly.
Like 100%, because, you know, a lot of people think, oh, because, you know, I went to jail or I have a criminal record now, I can't get a job.
True.
No, like if you're hungry, you will get to where you need to get to, regardless of whatever background you have. Like,
It's very true.
Yeah.
And the topic is, you know, what inspires us to thrive through change.
yes.
So with that being said, what inspires you to thrive through change?
I just want to be, you know, I want to be like a better me each day. That is the goal. A better person.
And not better than everyone else
No,
around
no,
you.
no,
It's
no.
like
It's
better
actually a
than
challenge
myself?
against myself,
Yes.
not against everybody else, because everybody else is everybody else. I'm myself.
And if more people saw it that way, then we might have better communications and friendships with people, because it wouldn't be so much about the ego and the pride and
Correct.
just themselves. It's like, how can we actually give back to others? And
We
when
have to
give back
empower
others,
women.
we are giving back to ourselves when we do
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
And as women, we have to like come together and be one, and not like be so hateful and catty and, oh my God, look at her, what she's wearing or doing. It's like, why can't we all come together and look at
That
these
is the goal.
beautiful personal messages that everyone goes through something. Like you said, having a criminal past doesn't make you a bad person, even though society and big corporations and police,
some people
and,
judge you.
you know, of course, and you're going to be judged even in a workplace because of your
Correct.
record, specifically for that. So it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that we're not worthy or capable of other things that others are.
Correct.
Everybody makes mistakes, and half the time other people are doing the same thing, just not getting caught.
Exactly. It's just like, you know, we have to do better. That is the goal. We have to do better. Empower each other. There's no reason for me, like if I see somebody who is, you know, going the wrong path, to, you know, give them advice and probably help them in any type of way, because we need to come at peace. Like the world right now is at war.
Peace. Oh my God, can we lift up our cups and
Yes.
like, cheers to peace, and that the world is at war, but the biggest war is the war within our own mind, and
Yes.
the chaos and the toxicity that we create. So let's allow ourselves to relieve that energy now with the Lotus tea.
Cheers.
Smell the aroma.
Delicious.
Oh God, I love it. This one's coconut raspberry, and I always have a variety of different flavors, but went with the coconut today.
I think I just want to drink it all.
We're feeling fall in the air and just
Awesome.
It's been kind of chilly. Today it's chilly.
Yes,
I'm
it
like,
is.
For Miami,
But we need some
I'm
weather like this.
loving this. It's absolutely amazing. It's the only thing that makes me want to be here right now. I'm like, I get so mad when it's humid during
Yes, our
the
hair.
holidays. That too. But
We have a good hair day
It's supposed
today.
to be Christmas. We're supposed to be cold and wearing sweaters. What's going on?
I don't know. I barely have any winter clothes.
And you went to Miami-Dade College.
No, I went to Fortis College. I did my I got my business degree there.
Okay.
And then
What year was that?
Huh?
What year was that?
Whew, like 2011 or 12.
Well, high five. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
inspiring. Yes.
I've been thinking about going back,
You should.
but I don't know.
Well, you know what? You let the universe tell you when you know what you want to do.
Yeah, I have a lot going on now, so it's just like I want to buy my own property next year. So
Where do you
I'm
wanna,
working hard.
like here in Miami? Or?
Yeah, here in Miami. I don't think I'll go anywhere else.
Yeah.
I
You'll
like
travel for sure. 'Cause
Yes,
we've
traveling.
seen you
Yes,
traveling
I love
everywhere.
to travel. I love to
And
travel.
with that being said, like where all have you traveled, and are you going to continue traveling for business
Yes.
or pleasure?
Yes, I love traveling, and every time I travel, I meet people. You know, you network. Like I could actually go to New York, and I know people I met in the airplane. You know.
Yeah.
So
no, and it's helpful because sometimes they have places to stay. It's
Yes.
cheaper than a hotel.
I still like hotels though.
Yeah.
I like the whole like
The experience
yes.
of just going.
Yeah.
I understand.
But I love traveling. My favorite place, you know, it was Thailand.
Ooh, when did you go to Thailand?
I went I think it's been already like 3 years.
Wow. How long were you there?
You have to at least go for 15 days.
Wow,
Yeah, I was there for 15 days.
And did you go with friends or by yourself?
I went with my ex-husband.
Okay.
It was him and his MMA crew,
Wow.
and we had an amazing time.
Sounds incredible. It
Yes.
sounds like one of the most like life-changing experiences. I
It
can't
was.
ever imagine it.
You
but-
like there's so many
You make me-
animals.
You inspire me to go to Thailand now. I want to go. I'm on my
Yes,
way.
if you like animals, you have to go. Like you get me, you do the elephants, the tigers. You get to pet them and play with them. Like it's amazing. The experience is amazing. Thailand.
I bet the energy is incredible. over there,
Yes,
and the
everything
people
is
and the
different. Like
food is
you don't
just-
even care if your hair is done. You do
Yeah.
not care about what you wear because like you're just out and it's really hot. So it's like you're sweating most of the time. So your makeup, it doesn't matter.
It's
You're-
about the experience.
it's the experience.
Yeah, completely and
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. And it really should be more about the experience. It should be less about the appeal of what the attraction is on the outside, because anything can look nice on the outside, but you never know what it truly is on the inside. And that's why we can't judge people or be hateful, or even if they seem crazy. Like earlier before I came in, there was a guy that actually said he wished like bad on me, or he was like,
What?
I'm not friends with you. I'm not happy with you. And initially our first reaction is like, fuck you, who do you think you are? But then you're like, you know what, this guy probably has so many problems,
Exactly.
and I'm just gonna ignore him completely and let him think and be whatever he wants, because maybe he'll realize he was the wrong one, instead of me judging him and criticizing
Correct.
and pointing fingers at him. Maybe later on he'll say, wow, maybe I shouldn't have been so rude or whatever.
At the end of the day, like we don't know what other people are going through, and even like some people like that are wearing like a business suit, like you got me a Versace suit or whatever it is. Those are the people that are like the unhappiest people ever.
Yeah. A lot of them don't even have a lot of friends, to be honest.
don't.
They work night and day, and they're always working.
Yes.
24/7,
Yes.
literally.
At the end of the day, like I'm working like crazy right now. I'm working about 12 hours a day, like Monday through Friday, but I still make time for myself. Like,
it's important.
yes,
we have
it is.
to do that.
I make time for myself to like travel, even if like it's just a weekend. You get me? You have to disconnect
Yes.
sometimes because
So
the routine
true.
gets
Disconnecting is a priority.
yes,
100%.
the routine gets overwhelming.
And are you really familiar with Wynwood, like this area?
Not like obviously like where the bars are and stuff like that, but not like the whole thing.
Like, what's your favorite restaurant or area in this area that you could recommend to others?
Oh God.
Like where they could have a good time and maybe eat food, or have some drinks or something.
Well, for drinks, Racket is fun.
You heard it here first.
Yes, Rackets is really fun. The rabbit hole is really cool across the street. I don't know, when I go, I just go to I just hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just walk around and hop, and
There's a lot to do here.
yes. Oh, and the mojito factory, or I think it's called a mojito something, is really cool.
And you were in New York as well?
Yes, I went to New York. I actually went by myself.
Wow. What
Yeah.
are your favorite parts of New York that you were in?
There's this art rooftop, I think it's called. You eat, and like while you're eating, you see the whole Times Square.
Ooh.
And it's not even expensive. It's really, really nice. And like the best part is that like you're sitting down looking at Times Square.
That sounds lovely. It sounds romantic too.
Yes.
Like I need a candlelit
I went on
dinner
a
or
date
something.
with myself.
Hey, romance with yourself. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you even have to fill up that bubble bath, put your bubbles on, put your favorite songs on, and hey, be romantic with yourself. As crazy or weird as it sounds.
I love putting candles everywhere.
You deserve that therapy. And it's like sometimes people get mad because if they're not in a relationship, they're like, I'm not getting this love from somebody and I deserve it and this and that. Yes, you do deserve it. But you also deserve to give yourself that love.
Yes.
And that time for you. Because if you can't put in that time to fully love you and cleanse yourself, how do you expect love to come to you naturally? It will gravitate towards you when you put that time in for you.
It's like, this is what I say, a lot of people don't understand, because I do say a lot of times, like, I love me, but people need to understand that you have to love yourself before you love anyone else. Because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love the next person?
You won't be able to.
How are you gonna give that energy to the next person? You have to be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to love yourself and love life and love everything around you. And if you're not in love with yourself and you don't love the things around you, then you need to make a change.
And a lot of times the people that are on these dating websites, they're actually miserable and they're so desperate that
people are dying on Tinder
when they go on these dates and they're wondering why they're unsuccessful. It's because they're both miserable and really just yearning the same desperate kind of energy. And if you allow that to gravitate towards you naturally, like my boyfriend and I didn't even know he liked me at all. We were just friends for a very long time, and it was so rare and unexpected that I wouldn't, like, I see it as a blessing, but it's still, to me, it's still new. So it's like I am very grateful that I had just gotten over something and then something new came into my life, because I wasn't expecting it and I wasn't looking for it. I was just really hurt, and it was like it just happened to come right after the hurt. So it was like a really bad storm came and the sun shined. But then other crazy things happened. But it was like I had to have so much patience this year. This year just taught me to have patience, and
it's
I know
hard
that you
to
have
patience.
had to really learn that as well.
I have had to, doing time is not something easy. Like, you have no control.
Do you mind if I ask how long?
I was there a couple of months.
Wow.
So, it's hard. Somebody telling you when to wake up, when to go to sleep.
And then people around you that do things and mess with you. And
you don't even know the person who's like sleeping on top of you did outside. They could lie to you.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what anybody did. We only know what they tell us.
Yeah.
So you don't know if that person just killed somebody.
You have to protect yourself constantly, and watching your back 24/7. And
but
it's not like Orange is the New Black.
No.
People think, and I'm sorry, but when I watch that show, I laugh my ass off because it's like a little playground. You're like, dude, we're not having Valentine's Day cupcakes and getting wedding fairy tale brides and all this stuff. It's not how the TV shows are showing you. That is not the reality of it.
There's people in there, like, people that could be our grandma, like people, there's different ages, different, there's Latinos, there's blacks, there's everything. And these are people you gotta wake with that you don't even know. So you're so used to your friends, your family, and everything and then you just get stuck in a place where
it's gone.
It's a jungle.
It's taken away from you, and you're literally in the jungle, and you have to survive and do whatever you can, because sometimes they even take food away from you, and you're hungry, and you have to starve. It's crazy what they do to people, and nobody talks about it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not like, what you go through is how you get out of it. It's not how you fall, it's how you get up.
Exactly, and that's why we're here talking about thriving through change and how we're recreating ourselves, reinventing our own energy and frequencies, and that's what the Lotus flower is doing. It's transcending us to a brand new state of frequency. We gotta cheers again.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and it's funny. I just had your nail color like 2 days ago. I just changed mine, but I
was looking at yours. I was like, it's so pretty.
Thank you. I love your color. I
like yours.
That exact same color.
She needs to get a store. This is delicious.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I want to know, what is your best advice that you would give to, a woman, young woman, any kind of person who is going through a life crisis? Maybe they just got out of a really bad breakup and they're having trouble finding hope or faith in themselves. They feel like maybe they've lost everything and they don't know how to get to that point of where they're able to move forward, what would be your advice to that person?
Well, I was recently divorced a year ago. I made it a priority after my divorce to be able to maintain myself by myself with no help from no guy, like something that I could do on my own. And I didn't think I was going to be capable of, but a year later I got my own apartment. Yay. I pay my own rent. Nobody's helping me, so
and you manifested that,
yes.
just through wanting it and through
yes.
knowing that you were capable yourself
yes.
of doing that.
Like, love is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I don't regret, my marriage. We all go through some stuff.
Yes.
It hasn't been easy for me. Obviously, jail, divorce, trying to be better. It hasn't been easy for me, but you can't stop. You always have to be like, okay, I need to do better. I need to survive. Like the goal is to survive, and
yes,
that's all I could say. Like anybody could make it.
Yes,
anybody could make it.
Message.
Yes, anybody could make it in life. If you want it, manifest it. Put it on a wall, put it on papers, and look at it every single day and do something towards that every single day.
And one manifestation in your mind could change your entire life in reality. It's so
yes.
crazy to think that your life can go from here to just completely shifting
yes.
in a whole nother direction. By the way we look at it, we could say, oh, I can't do this, I'll never do that, I don't want to do that. And there's people that have no homes, and they still make things, they create things, they give to people, even if it's a song that they share with somebody. That to me is incredibly beautiful. It's honorable, it's commendable, because it inspires us to be more humble and more kind
yes.
in every single way. It's like, look what these people don't have, but yet they're putting their heart and soul into everything they do, and they're still giving back to the community. I work with a man who buys tea from me weekly, and he doesn't have a whole lot of money, works in a very low-class area, but beautiful soul, beautiful person, and just you would never even know it because he's so kind and so humble. He's always, do you want to buy can I get you a coffee? Can I get you apple juice? What would you like? I can get you whatever you want. And those are the kindest people, because they know what it's like to have nothing and to yes. just be, I think when you get everything taken apart from you and just torn apart, you build from the bottom back up, and you are more humble and kind, and you know yes. what it's like when you go through those things. So those challenges, when we overcome them, make us stronger, more humble, and more wiser people.
Yes.
So I commend you, and I'm very proud of you. I just want to tell you that.
Thank you so much.
Everything that you've done, everything you do. I've been following you for a long time. You're also part of my family. I feel that you are. And
no, your family is always going to be my family. They're amazing.
Grateful to know you and just to be a part of this whole conversation right now.
It's awesome.
Thank you for even being here.
No, thank you for having me. This is amazing. Like we said in the beginning, we're here to empower each other, yes. to make each other better. Like I said, the world is at war. We need peace in this world. Exactly. And if we're here and we could help each other out, why not?
Yes. And also, with that being said, what is therapy for you? What do you consider?
I like doing yoga. Sometimes I just do it at home. I'm Christian, so I also listen to a lot of worshiping music, Christian music, and that puts me in a better place. It really does. I feel like it balances my life.
Would you say that when you listen to that music, it's kind of like a mantra, like a om, like a Zen
yes.
mode, you go into a mode of just kind of balance and peace within you?
That's how I feel.
And no toxic thought, everything just kind of cleanses itself right out of you.
I put, I'm a high believer. Everybody has their own beliefs, but I'm a high believer in God, and that He's gonna better me in life. And I always pray, and I do a lot of, I pray a lot. I've been through a lot. I have to pray a lot to be in a better place.
Amen to that. And I can definitely relate on the aspect of finding a place that feels like home and safe and comforting, and where people really accept you and loving. And I grew up Catholic, but I'm not extremely religious. I'm extremely spiritual, and I believe
yes.
in a higher power. But recently, I felt something very spiritual happen to me. I was doing work at a Greek church for a Greek festival, and I've been working there all week. I worked there last week for the first time, and I became so close and attached to all these people at this Greek Orthodox church that I now myself kind of want to convert. And the father is a very nice guy. He's super cool, super friendly. His wife is and they can marry, because in the Greek church they marry. So he has a wife, he has a child, and they're just easygoing, laid back, very kind, very humble. They love food, they love to cook.
I didn't even know they had their own religion.
Oh my God, they are incredible. If you ever get a chance, come to this Greek church. It's on 88th and Kendall. It's St. Andrew's Orthodox Greek Church.
Okay.
They have a Greek festival every year, but they're kind, their food is amazing. The father is incredible. Like, his wife likes my tea.
Okay. Who doesn't love your tea? I love your tea.
It's just so cool. But yeah, no, it's amazing to have that therapy and have that place of comfort within.
Yeah, definitely, because every day you do so much. Especially me, like, I'm working 2 jobs just to because I have this goal that I want my own apartment next year. So I'm working 12 hours a day. So it does get to a point that you want to come home, you want to put some relaxing music, turn on your candles, and just disconnect, because in that you have to do self-care.
How can we reconnect if we don't disconnect?
Correct.
There's no way. And we can drive ourselves insane by thinking about things that we have to do, the bills that we have to pay, the person that said this, the way that this happened. We will literally make ourselves sick. So it is so important to take that time for yourself, peace within mind, heart, body, soul. And that's what we're doing right now. I'm so grateful just to have you here.
No, I'm so happy to be here.
And with that being said, where can we find you on social media? If we have people that want to follow you in your travels, where can they find you?
At Miss Dora Love on Instagram and Aleman on Facebook. You guys can follow me. I have a lot of friends. So you can follow all of us.
Everybody's excited. We definitely want to keep up with your travels. And again, thank you so much for being here.
No,
we'll
thank
do one
you.
last cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Lotus Arising here with Dora. Until next time, guys, we are rising.